Not all, but most bodybuilders are vain, and I'm sure that a lot of people realize that, especially if they had to lose a significant amount of weight. But the one thing that will always get me is other overweight people that can't relate, or someone that's just really skinny and hate to see anybody overweight lose a lot of weight and be proud of it. Is that whenever someone like me posts a transformation video showing whenever I was heavier and how I look now, and when I choose to caption it showing the negative impact that being heavier had on me and my body and my appearance versus glorifying how I look now and all of my achievements and the benefits behind me being in a smaller body now, the first thing they want to say is, "Oh, you're fat phobic. I'm sorry that you hated yourself when you were fat." Or why couldn't you just love the old you? Just say that you hate fat people. I swear to God that it's not like that. But you have to understand that when a person has a big transformation like that, everything changes. You're not going to think the same, act the same, walk the same, probably talk the same. I mean, hell, why would you? Just look at it like this. Y'all also know I show my transformation from when I was an active drug addict versus me living a clean and healthy life now. Both of those Adrians, the drug addict Adrian, the overweight Adrian, they both got me where I am today. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be who I am today. But imagine me talking about the benefits behind me being a drug addict versus how I live now. It is literally the same concept with being overweight. I love myself as an overweight person. If I didn't, I wouldn't be where I am today. It took a lot of love and compassion and patience and discipline to get where I am today. But for me to glorify anything about the drug addict, the active drug addict Adrian, the overweight Adrian, there are none. Even though, thank God, physically, far as health wise, I made it out okay on both ends. I didn't ever encounter any health problems from being overweight. Mentally, I was not okay. But people will watch transformation videos sometimes and will do anything to try and turn things around. Like, oh, you look better like that. You look happier when you were overweight. You have an eating disorder. You look better on the first photo or the first clip of the video. And that is just sad. I mean, because think about it. Even though I'm not fat phobic and I don't have an issue with overweight people, the entire world operates like that. I was like today's years old when I realized, or my husband told me, that an overweight individual has to pay extra money for a larger seat on an airplane. That is wild to me. But at the same time, it makes sense. I also didn't know, and I learned this listening to something on the radio station one morning, and I was so shocked. I asked my husband, and he was like, yes, it's true that an overweight person, you have to be, I think, a certain weight. You have to be under a certain weight to go skydiving. And I know this from personal experience. You don't have to have any health problems. But if you're overweight and you try to get life insurance, real life insurance, it's going to be very difficult, or you're going to have to pay a lot of money for it, just because these people see this every day. You are at higher risk for encountering health issues such as type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, pre-diabetes, you name it. And now everybody can't be the same and have the same perception on things, or else social media wouldn't be what it is. People are entitled to feel how they want to about a situation. But I thank God that I was never like that whenever I was in a heavier body, watching influencers. And sometimes some of the stuff I could always imagine and think to myself, like, God, I bet some people, let me scroll through the comments. I know some people are going off about this and finding offense to this. It never offended me. It helped make me great. Okay. But I do realize that some people are a little more sensitive than others, but my content is never to try and directly hurt an individual. My content is just, the easiest way for me to put it is, let those that want to receive it, and those that don't. I try to make it a habit of thinking twice before posting something, So if I post it, it's intentional, and generally I mean it, but I'm typically just speaking from my experiences or my observations.